Who in their right mind at Universal thought, hey, let's put War of the Worlds on streaming and this will do amazing for us? Fucking hell. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much if you're new or returning. I really appreciate you stopping by. Sorry for the blank space here. I'm currently going through a house move at the moment, so please bear with me. Okay, so I saw War of the Worlds on streaming and I thought, okay, like, can this be good? Can it not be good? I mean, I saw Ice Cube was the feature and I was thinking, yeah, nah, he's the same kind of guy, right? Like we say about Liam Neeson being the same guy, but Ice Cube is also that said guy. Always has to be like FBI or CIA. Anyway, this is directed by Rich Lee, primarily known for doing music videos, and I think that says a lot as well. So we're not off to a good start so far. And we've also got Iman Benson and Henry Hunter Hall, who play Faith, and David Radford. Ice Cube plays William Radford. Story-wise, Ice Cube's character is like an FBI agent. He's like a computer whiz and tech expert. All of a sudden, there's an alien invasion, and he's got to figure out a way to stop it. I'm going to have to source out something from this mysterious pot here and try to pick out something good to say. Okay, I'll say this. As someone who has liked movies such as Searching, I like the computer technology aspect of a movie where it's all shot through webcams and you've got the digital editing features. I think that is a unique perspective on filmmaking, and movies like Searching has proven to audiences that this kind of movie can work. I think there's an idea in here that is actually pretty good, right? Imagine an alien invasion all shot through and told through kind of like webcam and laptop and computer-based scenario elements. But that's literally it for my positives, because this is a steaming pile of dog turd. Okay, and let me explain why. So if you guys don't know, a few years ago, was actually in a movie. Now, I'm not an actor. I'm not going to sit here and be like, hey, I acted my ass off, because I absolutely didn't, right? But my good friend Dave at Interpreting Everything created a movie called Secret Scene, right? Which he gathered, just to give you a quick gist, he gathered people who do YouTube, like myself, Anthony Perez, Rashad G Reviews, and many, many others, to shoot our portions at home. He gave us a script. We just had to kind of read the lines, and that's it, and send it to him, and he would edit in the rest and make a story all focused around computers, right? Kind of similar to this. The issue and differences is, firstly, is Secret Scene had zero budget, except from Dave's time of editing the feature altogether, right? That was literally the budget of Secret Scene. So you can imagine, for a movie that had literally no money to it, it may not be the best movie ever, right? But it's a passion project, and that's primarily what it was. When it comes to War of the Worlds, and this is where I'm going to start going into my negatives, War of the Worlds is distributed by Universal Pictures. Universal have money. Where they use this money was probably on the casting of Eva Longoria, Clark Gregg, and Ice Cube. The budget of the aliens specifically, which primarily is a huge element of War of the Worlds as a picture. So that is problem number one. Issue number two is this was shot during the pandemic of COVID-19. So this has been shelved for 5 years. And this is why I said in my intro, who thought this was a great idea to be like, let's just release that out and see how it does, straight on streaming. Now, don't get me wrong, this sucker watched it, right? But the issue is, this has been shelved for 5 years. So that goes to show immediately how much faith the studio had into this production. The third issue of a mountain still to go is casting Ice Cube. This guy cannot act to save his life. I've never seen a good performance from Ice Cube. I'm yet to see an element where he can impress me. He can do something different. I only kind of like him in Friday, because Friday is an awesome movie. Here, it's just so off, because the character William Radford, he wears glasses throughout. issue number 4, he wears glasses throughout this entire picture, and in the reflection of the glasses is a desk that will show, say, a piece of paper. There's not one time you see a reflection of a computer screen in his glasses. So here lies issue number 4 or 5 we're up to now, where there's no believability. I didn't believe once that this guy was looking at a computer. He maybe was, he maybe wasn't. I seriously don't know. But that, however, what's also a big glaring problem going into that is the fact that this movie, the script, gives us nothing to convince us as the audience that Ice Cube is this technical wizard. I generally looked at him and I was like, this guy is not a technical wizard. He would be lost on a computer. And there's some choices in the dialogue of the script that they use where they have him purposely looking as if like he's typing out a message. But obviously, of course, you just see this on Microsoft Teams feature. So it's clearly just someone edited this, right? But the message is all capitalized, correct grammar and everything. And then when it comes to his son, or messaging his daughter, he's like, where? And then the letter R and U, like abbreviated. And I'm like, hold on. He's typing correct grammar and everything, but then all of a sudden he's using incorrect grammar and almost like early 2000s text speech to talk to his son and daughter, which bears in mind, this is set in the modern day. I was like, nah. But also, his reactions are completely out of sync. They clearly told him at certain times, take off your glasses for dramatic effect. Because he'll take them off and be like, oh, man. And then a second later, he'll put his glasses straight back on. And this happened about 4 or 5 times throughout War of the Worlds. And it was questionable as to why they chose to go this route with him taking his glasses off. There's times where there's other characters talking and he's like he's sitting and nodding along to this entire feature where someone else is talking, clearly, again, giving a direction, be like, right, someone is going to talk and say 4 lines. Okay, we just need you to nod and agree, or, you know, just nod along while they're talking, and then we're going to cut back to your scene, and then he's going to say his lines, right? So I can get technically they maybe had some issues filming War of the Worlds, but it's not believable. Ice Cube's acting is as serious as my happy face right now in terms of him trying to be serious and having this expression. It does not work. He is an awful, awful casting. Eva Longoria, why the hell was she in this feature? She's an okay actress from what I've seen in the past, but she does nothing as Sandra Salas of Warrant to be like, I really want to see more scenes of her. I was like, her scenes felt overextended. I mean, heck, the whole movie feels overextended. Clark Gregg, who you may know from like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Marvel, I mean, look, fuck this cast, right? I'm not going to keep talking about them because I'm trying to be professional as I can here, but this has nothing going for it. The aliens clearly look, and this is a testament to the Asylum, by the way. The Asylum have better VFX than War of the Worlds produced by Universal Pictures. That's how bad the CG FX are in War of the Worlds. And I was dumbfounded by the end of this as to how this was made and how someone thought this was a great idea. The music that accompanies War of the Worlds, for the most part, feels like music video style background music you just throw on and you wouldn't care. You wouldn't even think of who the artist is in the song. That's the music that accompanies this, and it perfectly describes why Rich Lee directed this movie, because he fits into that music video world. And they're like, hey, call on your resources, get some music from your past libraries you've worked on and throw them in War of the Worlds. And it's generally shocking. This movie is that bad, and it frustrated me, and I really wish it didn't, because I love a good bad movie. If this went as like a really goofy route and kind of like a spoof sort of route of War of the Worlds in the past, then hey, this may have been a great time because I could have got it. There could have been some great comedy, but this is played for a super serious plot line, and ultimately, when you're seeing the characters react, it's utterly horrendous. They're so out of time of what is happening to them on the screen. Like an alien is almost getting close to Ice Cube's daughter of Faith, and she acts as if there's no alien there whatsoever. And I'm like, the alien's right there. I would be shitting my pants right now. But we just don't get that. And that's ultimately what the world's biggest downfall is. The editing is seriously missing. Right, I'm going to give this a score of a 1 out of 5. I'm done talking about this movie. If you've seen it, let me know down below in the comments. If you're going to check it out, hey, good luck to you. In the meantime, feel free to dive over here, dive into some better reviews and better actual movies for that matter. Till next time that I see you guys, I'll be seeing you later.